Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Today our starting MFR is going to be 6793, I think. And our first game is going to be a PvP against Wardy TV Real. So, like I said, a Protoss player now on a map like Everdream. Perhaps the best thing we can do is to just play a safe and solid macro game. I have a style that I've been actually thoroughly enjoying recently, which is a pretty heavy blink stalker style into Disruptors afterwards, and kind of aiming for a fast third base, trying to bait out an attack from your opponent with that third base timing, and then from there on out just kind of going into Disruptors, so you can defend your economy lead. That's kind of the plan here. Now, we're going to be starting with a proxy pylon on my own side of the map, so it's nothing too special. Just a little bit of a fake proxy. We get a core whenever our gate finishes, and we'll try to take it from there now. There we go. Gonna be scouting with this. We see his scout come in at a regular timing. I kinda want one extra worker in gas to at least pretend like we want some gas. He immediately takes my minerals, which isn't good for him. He ideally wants to keep harassing me. Now, I believe he sometimes does a second probe scout. I'm not too aware of how he plays exactly, but I believe it is with a second probe scout. Gonna have a rough time finding my stuff though. Just gonna put a tag over here, and then we go in. It's possible we'll get blocked off. No, we won't. So we get to see exactly what he's up to. We see no extra probes being produced. We see a pylon. We see very low worker count actually. What's that? 17, 16. It's gonna be stalker. It's adept, but it's kind of odd actually. I didn't get to see if he has a low ground pylon or not. Do I want? No, I want one sentry. So I go stalker sentry as a follow-up. Two of these. Now we have two sides covered. Obviously he's going to be taking the third side, as always. He'll be exactly where you don't want him to be. I do want to stay on the top of this ramp over here. Now, what am I afraid of? I'm anticipating perhaps an oracle, either into blink or... Actually no, I'm just kind of expecting an oracle into blink. Nothing else much. Just gonna go into the main base. I mean, he did open up adept usually indicates some type of Stargate play. Okay, this feels like a robo setup actually. With a fast robo as well. Okay, that's an immortal. So that's... we could call it slightly worrisome. So he's most likely just gonna be moving across the map for now. There's some good damage here. I think we might have a gateway on the other side. Or at least a pylon over there, right? I'm not quite sure if he continued with worker production during all of this. If that's the case, we might be in at least a little bit of trouble. Okay, yeah, there's a gateway here. Nice. So we're gonna get a sentry here, just for some delayed scouting, obviously. He might be setting up another attack. It's very possible. We have a very good worker count, a very good unit count. We have a decent worker count. Nothing too impressive, honestly. We want to get one more gateway before we get our third base. Oh, someone's lagging. Hopefully it wasn't me. And we'll get a robo as well, just to be sure. See if he's on top of the ramp here. No, it's not. Only thing on top of the ramp is our spray. There's going to be at least one immortal here, so we're going to trigger that thing. Okay, so now there's 2 immortals, which is... Jesus. Ah, we actually managed to teleport to the wrong base. That's gonna suck a little bit. As a result, I'll lose a couple of extra workers that I rather had not lost. Gonna get this one.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm not really looking forward to the rest of this game, honestly. I'm a little bit afraid. I'm gonna be lying about that. We're pretty slow with our Disruptor Bay. Our scout is coming late as well. We have some good map vision at this point, which is nice. I want to get at least 2 batteries over here. He's gonna stay on one base. He's gonna push me. He's gonna try to win with his push.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, perhaps I was wrong. Okay, got 3 of the good guys there. He has a very good gateway count. What did he just build? That was an observer. He has a prism already. I'm gonna try sniping that prism, honestly.
Upgrade complete.
I'm not gonna try sniping that prism, honestly. Seems to be absolutely no use for that whatsoever. I still have the belief that he's going to be
Mineral field depleted.
going into some kind of push.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Almost had him. So still looking a lot like a push out. There's no extra gases being taken. So the way we want to be going about this is we're just gonna keep getting more and more of these disruptors. We're gonna put stalkers around the map, making sure that we can spot any type of move out here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So these guys are just going to be a safety mechanism. Mechanism. mechanism of sorts. The moment he moves out, we do that run by into his main base, or into his third base, which should give us lots of opportunities to do some damage. We're going to be taking an extra base at this point. That seems to be a worthy cause. Take out a couple more zealots for free. Now we can jump into the main base, I believe. Even though I don't really feel like it's going to be necessary. I want to start adding some colossi at this point as well. And perhaps some more zealots. Okay, we see some moving out here being done by our opponent. Okay, now this is the timing we do want to get in. Oh wow, it's kind of interesting how that worked out. I'm gonna keep one stalker up of this high ground to make sure we can see whatever is gonna happen there. So he's taking some big hits. He's gonna walk up this ramp, which should not really be possible, honestly. I mean, is he really thinking that he can just walk up here and have a blast? I don't think he can. Maybe the other ramp now? I mean, this is just ridiculous if he actually thinks this is possible now. It's gonna come from two sides. He's gonna try for a base trading style, I guess. A little bit of a supply block, which is annoying me. We have thermal lance done, which is not annoying me. That's good for me. I'm gonna get this middle base. You see his bottom army here. It doesn't look very powerful at all. Maybe this is his entire army at this point again. It's difficult for me to see exactly like how his army is moving. That's going to be the one major point where I'm a little bit annoyed at. I don't quite know what's happening here, but this doesn't feel super good for me. Felt like my position a minute and a half ago was a lot better. We did some decent damage in the fight. We're gonna get Templar Archives at this point. I'm gonna get some more map vision. We still have a good count of basically everything. I want to kill this so I have a better retreat path at some point. I mean, I'm just gonna check first with this. Do we get DT Blink? Yeah, we can. Does he have okay. There's no cannon there, which is nice to know. Oh, come on. Ah, he's seen my DTs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just checking to see if he has a fourth base out already. No, he doesn't here at least. He could still have this base. This might be... No, we just checked that, so... Yeah, I'm believing we're in a good spot where the only requirement that I can think of is really just going to be inaction rather than action. Okay, he seems to be splitting his army up in two parts. Or maybe he is just all moving to this area for now. Amount of damage here, I think. But he's actually, I'm not quite sure how, but he is kind of pushing through. I mean, he actually had a pretty decent fight here, I would say. Yeah. We can actually catch these with the DTs. I was thinking of using my DTs to harass, but I think I can actually catch this, which would be just as big a deal if you ask me. Well, way bigger deal it seems like, as we just kind of win the game. So, GG gets called, some Blink Dark Templar, some Colossi, some Disruptor. Not your average PvP, but good enough, it seems, to get 10 MMR points, puts us back in 6-8. So let's play another one. Alright, seems like we got Mr. Real again. This time on a slightly trickier map, I'd say. This golden one really is a trickier map. Good luck and fun, that's called. We'll tell him good luck and fun back. Because we're nice guys. We're gonna... On this map it's more difficult to play Blink Stalkers because the base trade potential with Blink Stalkers isn't as big. There's no good areas in which you can really blink in. However, there is another build that we could try. This isn't really a very common build order, I'll admit to that, immediately. And it's not something I would recommend too much to people. But it can be played. And yeah, Nexus first in PvP. So we're gonna open up with a 17 Nexus. 17 gate. We don't scout, we just make sure we have vision of our ramp at around 140. Because that's when his regular scouting time comes in. So we need to be aware of that kind of stuff. Now the reason why I can play it on this map is because I have a ramp leading up into my natural, which is a big thing. That really is a big thing. We're gonna go... I could chrono boost now. I think I will. Okay, so it's the timing for me to pay attention, pay close attention to my ramp. Okay, oh, he's up already. And now we're just going to be chasing this worker of his, seeing exactly what he does. Oh, he's moving straight here. Oh, that's interesting. So sometimes I open with single gate. We're actually gonna get a Zealot because of this. So it's gonna be kind of in time, I think. Okay, he's getting batteries. I'm gonna get a second pylon. I'm gonna pull 2 out of gas immediately because I don't need that. And because he's going straight into more batteries, it means he really wants to fortify this area. So we're gonna chrono boost our first 2 stalkers. I think I'm pretty familiar with this scenario. And this actually isn't too bad for us whatsoever. I believe, if I recall correctly. So, oh, okay, he's actually going into Stargate behind it. Now that's interesting because that means most likely he won't have extra units. He's already needing to use a lot of his battery, unless he builds... Oh, he's just gonna be in a little bit of trouble, I think. We're just gonna kill this thing, because once we kill this, it basically means he won't have any healing here anymore, so we're just gonna continue our rampage. We're just gonna continue killing gateways, or batteries, excuse me. Oh, he's lagging again. Oh, we don't actually have enough batteries ready, which is actually gonna suck a little bit here. I think he should have just kept fighting, honestly. I think that's a mistake by him. Now he doesn't have a probe here anymore, if I recall correctly, which means getting any close by batteries is going to be quite the struggle for him. first. PvP. No problem. Solid defense. Some quick thinking by me. Some slower thinking by him. 1 and 1 is 2. And all of a sudden, we have 20 more points than we had earlier today. So, let's head into game number 3. Road to rank 1. Alright, we got Mr. Mindel VK. Never heard of this fella. Dark Templar as a portrait, which always makes me a little bit worried that we might see some Dark Templar. Now, we had some nice games against Real earlier. Let's see if we can get some nice games against, or at least a nice game against Mindel VK. I think we might be able to. Joking man dance through the night and oh. There we go. Eternal Empire, there is some fun things I like to do here. So you have a spot here which rarely gets scouted, and I think is absolutely fabulous for a proxy star game. Truly wonderful. There we go. Still gonna spot over here, see, to make sure that his probe isn't going anywhere that I don't want to. I want a little more gas than I'm currently getting. If I want to, he just spotted my probe moving. I thought I went to the bottom side. You know what? We're still just gonna proxy a pylon, but we're not gonna do any kind of weird proxy. Just a regular proxy pylon. We might too much gas though for this. We kind of gotta stay in gas. Joker man dance to the nightingale tune. The birds fly high by the light of the moon. Whoa, whoa, Joker man. Okay, we're gonna scout. Got a lot of chrono boost available. I don't think this is normal. Maybe I forgot a second chrono boost somewhere. Okay, he's doing double chronos. Nice. Oh, Joker man, you don't get any response. I wanted to cancel that. I'm not gonna lie. One of the many non-intentional things that I do in life. At least we get to see what comes out of here, but I think that's too useful. Stalker, Stalker. So he opens Stalker, 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 Stalker. And a 5th unit is on the way, but he could cancel that, of course. Difficult to get any good info there. We're gonna get 2 extra sentries. Losing that pylon is always kind of expensive, I think. I shouldn't have finished that. We have so much chrono boost. I'm really not quite sure what happened this game, but because I lost that pylon, I don't feel super comfortable chronoing probes either. I'm going to lose a second pylon, am I? This is really delaying my tech by a lot. I have a feeling, a bad feeling about this game actually. Not a good feeling, that's for sure. I think there might be a pylon on my side of the map. Okay, he has 6 stalkers. Joker man dance to the nightingale tune, the birds fly. If he comes up here, he's an actual idiot. Also a man with balls bigger than the sun. Okay. No balls bigger than the sun. I really want to scout. I'm really afraid actually, because I have no clue what's happening here. It's possible he just has a Nexus, but I lost 200 minerals for free already this game. We haven't done anything. Build a battery, we have late tech. Can I get an immortal, I guess? Nah. Oh yes, I'm gonna get an immortal. Oh god, I'm gonna get an immortal. What? Can we actually chase here? I think we might be able to. So we want a second immortal. Then actually something that we do want as well is a prison in order to be able to save my main base if he ever decides to go in there. That was what we can call a rather not successful play. GG. Nice. We win that game. We won our first game. Let's take a look at our MMR right now. Plus 7 points puts us at 6,820. Once again, we found the way up today, and then next week we'll find the way down most likely again. That's been the the way it's been going over the duration of this series, honestly. So that's gonna be it for today. Now, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or watch any of my other videos. They're over here. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. I love you all very much. And bye bye.